In this episode, when the mind gets bored, what should you do?
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome everyone to episode 285 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. I am yoked like it ain't no joke. We are going to get large and in charge. The biceps are large, the nipples are hard, and this episode is lit like a tit. 285, the mind gets bored. So this is going to be a lot of suck it up, buttercup, and how you overcome all the bullshit in your brain hole. This is the weakest muscle. The mind is the weakest link. The mind is the weakest link. And I got people on Facebook Live that are saying, "Where's the coffee at, bro?" The coffee is right here, broskies. The coffee is right here, and it's in my face. The caffeine is raging. Thank you for joining me. First off, thanks for joining me live every day at 12 noon Eastern time here on Facebook. Thanks for watching on YouTube and also listening in on the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Obviously, Papa Solio is back in the studio, and I'm caffeined up, and I want to talk to you about the weakest muscle in the body, and that's the mind. The weakest muscle in the body. And I've had a few people messaging me through Swolenormous on my Facebook page and asking me and messaging me about being bored in the gym. They need a new routine. Now, of course, my program is being released soon, so you'll have something that you can follow. But let's talk about this in a generality. So the mind gets bored. Why does the mind get bored? Now, the mind is very important to be, I don't want to say alert, but it's very important that it's stimulated. The mind is very important in terms of being stimulated, because if you're not stimulated, you get bored, you fall out of it. So it's all about staying in your routine, right? To be consistent, you have to keep on going. In order to keep on going, you have to have discipline. You have to know your why. We talked about that this past weekend, and I believe it was episodes 280, 281, 282, that number range, if you missed it. So the mind being weak and the mind being in control of whether or not you are getting to the gym or going to the gym or going to motivate you or be consistent, blah, blah, blah. The mind needs to be stimulated. Now, routine, environment, and the common stresses are things that are always being thrown at the mind, and the mind will get bored. The mind will get bored and you'll fall out of things because there's so much sensory input every day. You're getting so much sensory input every day into your brain. You're getting TV, phone, your computer, family, friends. Everything's getting blasted into your face, and you're just getting the same sensory overload. So it's very hard to be stimulated, especially with something that might be as slow moving as exercise. And this is why you have stupid workout programs like most of these CrossFit and group exercise classes that just try to do the most craziest shit possible, and they all try to outdo each other. And then you have these obstacle course races, which are getting more stupid, more absurd, and more ridiculous. They keep on trying to outdo each other because it gets boring. It becomes the same old shit. And that's why people get hurt. That's why people don't get results, because you're trying to outdo another person or another gym or another studio by offering the most craziest piece of equipment or the craziest workout or the most intense workout without going back to the basics, which what fucking works. And that's why people get hurt and get injured. So the boredom is something that you kind of have to look at with yourself, because boring things work. And the reason why boring things work is because it is work, and because the body adapts. It has to adapt. So it has to be boring enough. It has to be boring enough so the body can make changes. If it's too exciting and you're so stimulated and there's all this exciting shit going on, your body isn't going to be able to catch up. Your body's not going to be able to adapt. The body adapts slowly. It has to be getting a consistent stimulus in order to consistently adapt. That's what adaptation is. It has to be challenged, but it has to be stimulated by a consistent input in order to formulate the proper output: muscle growth, fat loss, all those things. The mind has too much stimuli and thus feels bored. It's the same thing like eating fruit. It's the same thing like eating fruit when you're used to eating candy. It's gonna be like, oh, this apple has no flavor. Actually, your taste buds have just been sucking down aspartame and sucralose in mass quantities for 15 years, and that's why that apple doesn't taste like anything. That's why those blueberries taste bad. That's why those raspberries or strawberries taste like shit. Obviously, a lot of fruit that you find in supermarkets don't have enough flavor because they're picked too early and so forth. But you get it. A lot of the things that should normally have flavor don't have flavor because we're overstimulated with our receptors. The taste buds are overstimulated and our sensory input is overstimulated. So here's what it comes down to. Here's what it comes down to. And these knowledge nukes are going to be raining down from the sky right now. This episode is tough love. And I love all of you. I get it. I know it's not always easy and I burn out now and again. But no matter what mentally, if I'm burning out, if I'm bored, if I'm tired, this, that, and the other, there has been a consistent theme throughout my entire lifting career that has been present. And that is the suck it up buttercup mentality. Even when I've burnt out, I've done something, or I've been actively working towards getting out of that funk. You can overtrain, you can burn out, you can do too much, and you have to find that limit and toe the line to make sure you're not doing it too much. But you have to suck it up. What's the alternative? To not do it? To be fat and lazy and out of shape and have heart disease? I mean, what's the alternative? Does it have to be fun? Why does everything have to be fucking entertaining? Why does everything have to be exciting? It can be boring. You can go to the gym for 45 minutes or an hour and be bored. Push yourself. Put some fucking music on. Put a podcast on. Listen to Papa Swole on SoundCloud or iTunes and fucking do work. Do work. Should I make an audio track where I just like fucking rage for an hour and yell at you, and then you guys can just listen to that while you work out? Just me and just saying random shit. I mean, just go do it. Just go do it. It's that simple. You literally go and do it. Why? Because it needs to be done, so you fucking do it. Go to work, go to the gym. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, it's just like, there's no secret sauce. There's no amazing, well, this is boring. Well, shut the fuck up and do it anyway. It's boring. Do it. I don't feel like it. Do it. You do it. You do it. You do it. You do it. It's doing work. Exactly. Ramon, it's work. You know why they call it a workout? Because you're working. Because you're working. You're working. It's not funning out. It's not entertainment out. It's not happy out. It's a workout. You're working out. You're working. Do work, son. Fuck yeah, Scott. Do work. You just go do it. Okay? So you could try new things. Try new things to stimulate. I mean, but you have to keep it within reason because you still need to do the work that's going to get you the result. You can't just do random shit or you're going to adapt to nothing. You have to do work towards your goal. You can try different exercises, try different methods, try different time of day, go to a new gym. Watch the episode the other day. What was it? Mixing it up, how to mix it up. Doing those things will help you mix it up. That's fine. You can mix it up that way. But just because you're bored doesn't mean it's not working. It's your job. Working out is your fucking job. You owe your body your workout. You want to look a certain way. You want to have less cellulite. You want to have, a nicer butt. You want to have flatter stomach. You want to have bigger arms. You want to have any of these things. You got to do work. And a lot of times is doing it whether or not you feel like it. And it's not pretty. And it sounds like I'm being rude, like he's just saying it. It's so easy to say. Yeah, it is easy to say. And yeah, it is a lot harder to do. If you make it hard, I mean, or you just do it and it's not challenging. Just do it. There's no, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It doesn't get that complicated. And you complicate things with your excuses. You're complicating shit with your excuses. There are many. Let me put this out there. There are a million reasons not to work out. I get it. There are a million reasons not to go to the gym and do it. There are many, many reasons not to work out. So, don't use those reasons. There are many reasons not to do it. There are many reasons not to jump off a bridge. And people still fucking do it. So, and combine the two. I mean, if people are willing to give away the most precious most precious gift they could ever receive, I mean, natural selection. I mean, fucking good riddance. It's time to look within and realize that you're in control of everything. You're in control of yourself. You are in control of how you feel about things. You're in control about whether or not you get shit done. You have to look at the bigger picture. Yeah, grow a pair, whatever you want to say, Andrew. I mean, you have to just go and put in the work. And you'll learn to love it. You'll learn to love the results. If you claim to want the results, then you'll end up loving the results. If you need a goal, then set a fucking goal and do it. Not doing things is an excuse in itself. You have to look at everything as an excuse. It's not a reason, it's an excuse. You're setting yourself up obstacles and you're just creating your own barriers. So if you want it, you need it, then I will give you a prescription right now. If you need to do it, if you want the result, then Papa Swolenormous prescribes a nice heaping spoonful of just fucking do it. Thank you for watching episode 285 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and I am dropping knowledge nukes today. It's tough love, straight from the fucking heart and real as it gets. Thanks for watching live on Facebook. Thanks for watching on YouTube and listening on SoundCloud and iTunes. Premium, thank you so much for the support this week and for the past few months. If you're interested in my accountability group, you can click the sign up button at the top of my Facebook page. New coming to Premium will be some live broadcast workouts as well as live yoga breakdown flows. Not like we did yesterday, even more detailed. So Premium is going up a notch, and the membership for Premium is going to close at the current rate of $4.99. So those that are in the door by the end of this week that are already paying $4.99 a month, you will maintain that forever. Anyone else that's coming in after this week will be paying $9.99, which is still a freaking steal considering what is coming to Premium. So if you're not in Premium yet, now is the time to jump in. You still got a couple days left. Today is hump day, so I encourage you to take care of your humps. So if you want live broadcast workouts, if you want live yoga routines and yoga breakdowns and flexibility, mobility routines, the accountability of the group, nutrition, program design, corrective exercise, squat assessments, everything. And I always encourage people to post form, deadlifts, squats, and we break down the form. A lot of stuff coming in Premium, not to mention first crack at my program when it gets released. So a lot of new updates and all the behind the scenes goes on in Premium. So thanks for all the support of those of you that are currently in Premium. Got a lot of great stuff coming your way, and anyone that has been beating around the bush or thinking about joining Premium, now is the time to do it. So you can click sign up at the top of my Facebook page. Thanks for joining me. I will see everyone tomorrow. I'm going to go flex it out and flex on some peeps. And I will see you all on the flip side tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time for 286. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your hump day.